watch this video, then watch one more video, and then we'll talk.
I want you to watch the left side of your screen. Maddie's walking down a sidewalk near campus when a robber comes running up to her on that sidewalk. He sticks a gun in her face and he demands her cell phone. And just like that, she is in a street fight. She tangles with the guy. She almost goes down. But at one point, she grabs the gun and gets the magazine out. First off, you're incredible.
So keep that in mind. Keep that in mind. You saw the two men, the one that was sitting on the grass and then the one that was sitting a little bit further up. You saw them just watch this woman fight for her life, right? Keep that in mind. It's going to be a lot of booga. It's going to be a lot of booga. So I know it's going to be hard. But then watch this video.
A young white woman getting robbed at gunpoint by a man in Chicago, I believe. In the video, there was another white man seated some distance away, spectating, watching it all unfold. She was upset and she said, "What the fuck are men for? Why didn't that man step in and do something?" Ma'am, y'all don't need us. That white woman didn't need that man to step in. She got away perfectly fine. Who am I? Who are we to step in where we're not needed? You're perfectly capable of defending yourself. And if not, there are men and women who sign up to help victims of crime. You just got to call them, 911. They'll be right there. As a matter of fact, you ain't even got to call the police. Somebody in the comments said you can just call the bear. Call the bear you'd rather be in the woods with. I thought that was jokes. All jokes aside, I'm glad that she made it out okay. She made it out unscathed. I'm sure it was traumatic, but ultimately she's going to be okay, I hope. But she proved y'all don't need men. You got it covered. Don't worry about us stepping in. You got it. To that beautiful black woman that stitched that video.
We're going to dive into all that in a hot second. But for those who are new here, hello. My name is Shayna Conde. I'm a journalist. I also talk a lot about decentering men, child-free living, and all those fantastic intersections that we all have to live with as women, femmes, and, just non-males, navigating a world full of booga. Men have made themselves obsolete in a system that they created that benefits themselves. Imagine rigging the gender system, putting all the cards in your favor, creating the game itself, and still losing. I brought out the handy dandy notebook because I have a couple of extra thoughts and I don't want to lose them. One, literally, what is the use? Literally, what is the use at this point? He even says it, listen, we don't need you. Even outside of the system that you have rigged via violence, we didn't need you then. It's just becoming more obvious now that we don't need you now, which is why I really try to use this platform to help people who are interested in dating men, especially women and femmes particularly. Listen, if he is not actively making your life better, he is passively or actively making your life so much worse. Even as a bystander, even as somebody who has never actually met that woman, he then makes jokes about the whole man or bear conversation, which clearly he does not have the aptitude to understand that we are talking about our safety when it comes to physical and sexual violence perpetrated against us by men. He's making a joke of that, a terrible joke. He was the only one who was laughing, and it didn't even feel like a real hearty har-har. Point number 2, the whole protect and provide nonsense that they've been jamming down our throats from the moment that we've been able to understand whatever language it is that we speak. Protect and provide what? Let's start with the provide. start with the provide. Provide what? I know that there's a lot of conversation right now about like, oh, like gold diggers and all of that and sprinkle, sprinkle. And then man came up with drizzle, drizzle, which truly it's a sad, lonely day in Oklahoma, right? So even outside of that, provide what? Women are out earning men. And I know like there's a lot more within the gender binary, but within the gender spectrum. But like just for the sake of like condensing this, I'm going to talk about men and women. I'm going to include femmes and like people that identify as, you're picking up what I'm putting down, right? Women are vastly out earning men. Single women are buying significantly more homes now than single men. More promotions. There's so many articles that have been written about for like years at this point, specifically about Black women entrepreneurs and how they are the fastest growing demographic within entrepreneurship than any other demo. So financially, what do you provide? Communally, what do you provide? There's the single, lonely, sweaty man epidemic, right? Wah. So that's been going on. You guys can't provide community for yourselves. How are you supposed to be a good communal partner for us, right? Even when it comes to like insurance, men pay more in car insurance because you're more liable. You're a riskier investment. So insurance companies go, oh, okay, like we're gonna charge y'all a little bit more because we know you're more likely to get into accidents, speed, road rage, whatever it is, right? So provide what outside of a migraine? Protect one from who? Other men. Right? And there's this idea of like, oh yeah, like there's good guys and all of that. I'm sure that this buka. But you know what? He is a man. He is a man. I am also very over the idea of us trying to separate, but by us trying to insult men by saying, oh, they're just boys. No. Leave childhood alone. We don't want to conflate the two. That is a grown man making grown decisions, fully informed decisions. Children do not know better. Men do. They're idiots. And they should know better. And it cannot be understated just how terrified men are of other men in a system that benefits them. Clearly, this woman, thank God she had the skills necessary to protect herself, but this woman was near other men who are around the same size as the first one that came up. Even after she was already in a tussle, it wouldn't have been too much for somebody to come up and like while the assaulter was attacking her and was distracted to come up and assist. No, men are terrified of other men. And so women have to protect ourselves from you. Oh, but there's good ones out there. Where are they? You might think you're a good one. I have no evidence of that. I'm not going to make assumptions when my life is on the line. And finally, more young women are experiencing the truth and the veil is being lifted because thank God, the way that all of these old, gout-filled, achy-kneed boogas have been preying on young, impressionable women who did not know better. Did not know better. Now, by two means, young women are knowing better. One, they are either, like this young woman did, this college student did, she's experiencing the absolute ineptitude of the men that surround her and that permeate the society. Or there are spaces like this and other spaces on the internet, other communities that are teaching young women, hey, listen, this is the truth of what is going on. So the veil is being lifted. The glaucoma is being removed. There's no more cataracts. You're seeing unfiltered what it is. So now if you choose to participate, you are making a fully informed decision. But is that the decision you want? things to consider. All right, that is all for now. Like, share, subscribe, all of that great sensual stuff. And I'll see you guys later. All right, bye.